Maul's Shadow Lord episodes 7 and 8 were all about loyalty, tragedy, and trauma. Between the damage to Maul's robotic legs and visions of his past, Maul is going through it in these episodes. And this, along with the amazing action and storytelling, is exactly what I want to get into and break it all down. So episode 7, Call to Oblivion, picks up with Maul, Devon, and Riley on foot, continuing through the underground tunnels back to Maul's base. Once out of Maul's sight, Devon and Riley attempt to escape, leading to a short confrontation between Devon and Maul. Maul's patience with Devon has grown incredibly thin as he lashes out at her, but before anything more can be said or any real damage is done, the Empire arrives. Despite their differences, Devon joins Maul once again to fight off the stormtroopers, but while they're distracted, Riley is captured. Devon attempts to rescue him, but she's unfortunately too late, and this ends with all three characters separated from one another, all trying to escape the planet. Now, as I said, loyalty and betrayal are the two big themes we've seen woven throughout these two episodes, and I want to discuss how these loyalties affect our main characters and their journeys in the series so far, along with Maul's vision of the past and how it'll come to affect him moving forward. As Maul and his mercenaries continue on with their escape plan, tensions continue to rise among the Mandalorian commandos and their frustration with Maul. Rook Kast is able to keep them at bay, but stresses that their loyalty is only kept so long as credits keep rolling in, so their betrayal came as no surprise later in the episode. Rook Kast also reaffirms her own loyalty to Maul, but questions if his fixation with Devon may be clouding his judgment, and at this point in the series, I think I agree with her. Kast also remarks about Devon's unshaken loyalty to her Jedi Master, which we, the audience, know to be true. Now before we continue, please make sure to like the video and consider subscribing to my channel so you never miss out on any of my new Star Wars content, including my reviews for every episode of Maul Shadow Lord. I really appreciate all of your support. Devon is completely loyal to Master Daki, and Daki is loyal to her in return. Where Daki was once content to live in hiding, struggling to get by, he's now begun to follow Devon's lead, choosing to act and help others. Daki and Devon completely trust one another, and that's exactly why Maul's offer and ramblings about surviving instead of living haven't reached her core and why he can't get through to her completely. Throughout the episode, we also see Brander Lawson's unshaken loyalty to his family, putting his own life on the line for his son Riley, and putting his faith in Two Boots to do the right thing. Despite being a droid, Two Boots is very much a part of the Lawson family, and we see his loyalty tested in this episode as well, between his loyalty to the Empire and Protocol versus his loyalty to the Lawsons and doing what's right. I'm so happy Two Boots finally does the right thing by the end of the episode, because it was so frustrating watching him be so complicit with the Empire's takeover, but after witnessing their own hypocrisies firsthand, I was so happy to see Two Boots choose his loyalty to the Lawsons, his family, in the end. Speaking of family, these episodes also showed us the unshaken loyalty of the Knight brothers, not only between Icarus and Scorn, but between Maul and his brother Savage. Before Maul's defeat on Naboo, Sidious was the only person Maul was ever completely loyal to, but after Sidious cast him aside, Maul had no one. Following his return to the galaxy, Maul would take Savage on as his own apprentice, only to lose his brother to his old master. From here, Maul would eventually retreat to his homeworld, seeking the aid of his mother, Mother Talzin, only for Sidious to take her away from him as well. Episode 8, The Creeping Fear, dives into these traumas head first, with Maul experiencing visions of the past, seeing the day he left Dathomir to join Sidious despite his brother's pleas, his indoctrination and torture at the hands of Sidious as his apprentice, and the guilt he still carries for the loss of his family, the only people who were ever truly loyal to him.
My home, my family, my brother, all taken from me. Sidious, you did this to me.
What hurt me the most is what Maul leaves unsaid. Sidious not only took away Maul's childhood, but his entire life, all before Maul even had a chance to become someone. Maul begins the episode cursing the vision of his younger self,
I hate you.
as if this was something he was taught. To me, this moment really felt like Maul reverting back to his Sith indoctrination, trying to cast out everything he was before becoming Sidious's apprentice. I think this vision of a young Maul represents his emotions, his hurt, things Sidious most likely told him were weaknesses. But by the end of the episode, Maul reconciles and accepts these parts of himself, regardless of how hard he's tried to bury them in the past. So often, our society tells us, and men specifically, that our emotions make us weak and hiding them makes you strong, when it's actually the complete opposite. As Maul sees his younger reflection again, the vision apologizes to him, but instead of casting his younger self away, Maul finally accepts him.
It's all right. It's all right. I won't let him do this to anyone else.
And for the first time in his life, Maul accepts his pain rather than drawing on it and allows himself to feel his emotions, causing him to even shed a tear. This isn't rage, this is healing, and it's a real breakthrough for Maul. And he returns to Rook, Icarus, and the other mercenaries with a renewed sense of clarity, furthered by the loyalty they've proven by not giving up on him. These are the deeper themes and complexities I was hoping to see this series explore, and while Maul is still a very flawed person, it's these complexities that draw us to him as a character and why he stands out as a rare tragic anti-hero. On a lighter note, I love the inclusion of the Crow and his duel with Marrok against Maul in the Janix Caverns. The Crow was super creepy, which I loved, and I just hope we get more of him and Marrok before the series ends. I love the callback to the Clone Wars micro-series with the waterfalls sizzling against the lightsaber blades and seeing Maul do the same diving spin scream as Sidious from Revenge of the Sith. The action in this series has been top-notch, and these episodes were no exception. My only real complaint is that I would have liked to spend more time with Maul and his Force visions, diving deeper into his trauma, and while I understand the focus on his relationship with Savage, I was kind of bummed there was no mention of Mother Talzin. But I'm crossing my fingers that we'll see her spirit commune with Maul at some point before the series end. I could have also done with less of the Lawson Jedi Riley rescue plot, but that's just a small nitpick, because it was a really fun sequence. The episode ends with a Crimson Dawn Dryden Voss name drop, setting us up for what I can only assume is more to come in Season 2, along with the possible deaths of Rena Sewell, Lieutenant Blake, and a ton of stormtroopers. So with major Imperial casualties, the Inquisitor's failure, and all our main characters still on the run, it's only a matter of time before reinforcements arrive in the form of Darth Vader. Let me know what you think of these episodes, Maul's visions, and what you think we're going to see in the finale in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on social media at ScottyHolidaySW, and as always, may the Force be with you.